Perfect timing, Akashi. Perfect timing. Thanks very much for that. Probably nothing much to worry about. Hey, you, and welcome to the stream. Medkit. And this evening, a bit late starting, but trying to get stuff set up and whatnot. But yeah, jumping into another American railroad simulator game called Railroader. Kind of like Railroads Online, but so far it's been less stressful. So, jumped into Sebastian's game because he's significant further ahead than I am. Just helping out, doing random bits in this, and yeah, just chilling out for the evening and enjoying this. And yeah, by all means, Panetta, look away indeed. I understand why. Right, so that's that. Let's click the game. Let's click to that. Let's go to where my locals are. Run away from me. Okay. Interesting. So it knows when you're in the driving seat.
Yeehaw, everybody! Welcome to the Blue Ridge and East Whittier Railroad.
Yep, BREW.
We like a good brew.
I do like that you can hop on the steps on this. Oop.
It's rather comical, isn't it?
It's comical because when you see the guy sort of standing with his feet underneath the step and his hands on a rail that doesn't exist.
That's called early access.
And can you do it on all of them?
If it's got a ladder.
Woo!
Which is extremely awkward when you have to go re-rail something and you've walked in front of where the ladder is and now you've just appeared on top of the thing you're trying to...
Is there a button to get the camera to focus on the player, not a particular piece of rolling stock? Did you not want that the glad hands coupled on this?
I mean, could do. Who needs air?
I mean, it is only the one. Bye me. Hi me. But yeah, early access.
Camera follows only rolling stock if you tell it to follow.
Yeah. Where are you taking this? Main line?
Yeah, we're just gonna tack it on the end of the train that we're taking to the other end of the railroad.
Okay.
So, you know, in completely opposite direction to where it has to go, but we're gonna pick up the others. And then it all goes to the same spot.
I don't have to run after this and change the point, but, you know. I feel like I should do something somewhat normal. How's this looking? 7.4 tons of coal left in it. Okay.
So the main difference of this compared to the other train game that we played, Railroads Online, is this one seems to feel more like it was designed to be played in the third person rather than first person mode. It's almost akin to playing a train set rather than a train sim. But you can also go first person and do all the things.
Oh yeah, yeah, you can...
Although, you don't stare too closely at the controls and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, I could, but Heist can't.
There's Bluetooth brake stands, for goodness sake.
Is there? I've not noticed them. Hang on.
Okay, it looks to be actually connected to the logo, so, you know, it's not too bad.
Remember, early access. Yeah, they've already said that they're looking to get the towns and stuff done after.
Oh yeah, that's another thing as well. Is the place looked very bare with very minimal structures around. That's because the developers wanted to get the game functional before they added towns and scenery. So it does look a bit barren, but hopefully that will change. Right,
So I'm
now we're
having...
going to push. Yeah,
It's alright, I've just noticed on the bottom of the screen the normal controllers, because I'm not in control of a locomotive, has got AI yard directions and then weird car length things.
yep. That's how you control the AI. You can either change that toggle to AI road, where it will then say what direction do you want to go and how fast you want it to go, and the AI will do whatever you ask.
Hmm.
It will blow the whistles, it will stop when there's a point set against it, or if it's come across a fusee in the middle of the track. It will also slow down if there's a train ahead of it, etc., etc. But for more finer granular movements, you can switch to yard mode and actually say move forward by car lengths
Oh,
as well.
okay.
Trust me, playing this game single player, that has been a godsend. Because
I thought it'd be something like you'd place a marker and say AI1 go to this.
doesn't quite work as good as that, I'm afraid. You can place a fusee on the track, which is Control F. So I put one ahead of us,
Oh, yeah.
and you'll see in the HUD it now says status fusee and a little exclamation point.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell it to ignore that fusee and continue.
Okay.
Otherwise, it will pull up and stop where that is, and you can remove it off the track by clicking it.
Okay, so you plant the flare on the track, and essentially they'll always stop at that.
Yep.
And then you just basically say move on, which is why all those messages kept coming up
Yep.
yesterday with the AI has got to fusee.
Yep. Or if you set a point against it, you now see there's switch against, because I've just changed this one up ahead here.
Oh, okay. So they don't
slow down.
Gone
so
through.
They don't run through it. No. You can run through them if you're driving manually. So then, yeah, you change it, and then the train will then carry on.
Okay.
When you have passenger coaches, it will stop at a station if you tell it to stop at a station. Otherwise, it will just sail on through.
So is that what, putting fusees at the station then?
The fusee at the station is, I put them at the end of the lines if I can't stop them by setting a switch against them, because even though it's the end of the line, it will do the station stop and then carry on forward. So
Okay.
of course, so I put in a fusee there, they stop, and then you can go into the AI and tell the AI to reverse direction, because they won't automatically do that. It is frustrating. Speaking of a passenger train, we're actually not going to go ahead at the next set of points, because we want the passenger train that's coming to go past us. Oh, I need to change that point. Oops, there we go. But yeah, if you bring up the map, you'll see up ahead is the AI controlled passenger train just around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to let them go past us. Because yeah, they're doing passenger trains, letting the people move around the place, making us the money.
Although most of the money, I think, is with freight.
50-50.
Okay.
The big industry stuff like the sawmill, yeah, that's where the money really comes from. But you'd be surprised, you could make a couple hundred more with a passenger drop than you will with a freight drop. It depends. So there we go, now that it's passed, we can change the point. And now you've got free roam up to Bryson, which is where we have to do some switching.
Is that where I was yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, so that wagon, how are the wagons around the corner? Ooh, there's a couple of the wagons around the bend as well, that we could pick up. Yeah, at the... oh, I forget what it was, but you had me delivering there yesterday.
Oh, Appalachian Hardwood.
I'm assuming so.
You've got wagons to go there in that train.
Have we?
Push tab.
Burst and turn... oh, okay. I can't see them because they're probably hidden beyond. Let's have a... oh, Appalachian Hardwoods. Yay! Okay. Hi all, Seba. Welcome in. That's fine, then they'll probably go in to replace the ones that we can pick up.
Places train with AZX also fills with Doros?
Yeah, it's Nikkei stuff.
Right. Sir, we do train and train accessories here?
The AZX is a train. It's just more of a passenger one.
Ma'am, we do steam train and steam train accessories here?
And diesels, eventually. Do they actually have, like, proper diesels, or is it just shunters?
No, they've got proper diesels. The problem is they're like 25 to 30 grand.
Yeah? You can get a bank loan for that.
I've gone 11 days without a bank loan so far.
And in a computer game, that's I just jumped off the train. You know what? I think I'm just going to stand here. Whoops, I kind of broke it again. Because my my camera's not focused on me.
Press Control 0. And now you're back in the game.
But yeah, no, it's the third-person camera that's miles away. I'm going to see if there's a button to bring it back to me. There probably is, and I just haven't looked. Camera. 0 is follow head, 9 is tail, jumps head, jump to tail, jump to seat.
Camera overhead to character is shift 2. Try that one.
Ooh, yeah, that could be what I need. 1 second. So I go into that, and then I go shift 2. Yes. So it doesn't follow, but it does at least get the camera where I am. If I want to follow the loco, it's I'm going to shoot what, 0? Yeah.
You do Control 0 to jump in it, and then 2 should give me the third-person camera following the
Yeah,
vehicle.
or I just press 0 on, and I'm because I have Brew 2 selected. I can press 0 when it's on, and it will
Yeah.
follow it, or 9 will do the other end.
We're learning. We are learning. It's an early access game, and not everything is fully polished. But we are
But at
learning.
least we have different characters.
Yes,
You know,
and we do have some limited customization.
yeah, and they don't look like they've seen shit. I mean, okay, the faces are the same, but I picked a different hat and gloves. Also, I now need to check: is there a hide UI button?
Toggle photo mode, it might be.
Aha, that's probably what I'm after. Yes. I was taking pictures yesterday, but I didn't know how to hide the UI, but I was also very tired and not looking, so. But as early access goes, it's not a bad looking game. Ooh. One thing that impressed me, and it's going to sound really, really sad this part, is the smoke effect. Where from here it just looked like every other smoke effect I've seen in a game, and from this side it's similar to every other smoke effect, but it's the fact that it's actually shaded. It's just a nice little touch that gives it a little bit more realism to it. Well, talking about realism, there's two guys stood on the back of the tent and no one driving it.
Yes.
Mm. But yeah, said the scenery is a little bit bare in places, but again, the goal of the devs is to make sure that the game works first. Should be able to put some water in when we get to place Majiggy Week. Bryson.
You need to check on the other logo. I've already had that one completely run out of fuel and strand itself.
Oh.
Because I didn't pay attention to it, and it was... That's the only problem with the AI as well, is it doesn't refill stuff. So, if you don't pay attention, it will grind to a halt.
What's MOW?
That is the maintenance of way crew that I've set up.
Oh.
Because yes, as the host, I can take the players and set them on crews.
Oh.
So you are now a member of the MOW crew. It does nothing, but at least if there were like many people playing, you'd be like, right, you people are in charge of this loco and this thing. It's got a name tag over it, so you know it's yours. I've not had the ability to get many people online on this game, but at least it seems to handle it better than another Railroader game.
Well, it's running a lot smoother. Compared to Railroads Online, you're hosting, the train's running on your server, and I'm seeing things as they're happening. It's not jittering along behind everything. So yeah, it does run better than that. Yeah. Also has keyboard controls, although they are apparently putting that in.
It's already in.
Is it already in?
It's already in.
Oh wow.
what this has that Railroads Online doesn't, custom whistles.
Well, you had to mod them. I'm going to assume we've got, you know, Heiss's group to thank for that one.
Oh, there's a lot of fun stuff here.
Whoops, fuck. It does suffer from the video game issue of if you jump on a moving object, it actually passes beneath you.
Selective gravity.
Yep. Well, selective momentum, I suppose. But thankfully, we've got legs that can run at like 30 miles an hour, so we're fine. We're fine. Oh, you're mucking around with the horn.
Is it changing notes for you?
Yeah.
Good. Whistles.
Well, we are here. Oops. Grinding on a rail here. Whee!
Yep, if you want to bring it to a stop here.
I love the way you say that. You do realise where I am, right? I fell off the front and just been shoved down the track.
Oy, dear me.
Alright, what do you need doing?
Okay, we're going to pull that car out.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to put the first boxcar in.
Oh, yeah, I see. Wait. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Brain just figured out what I'm doing. A little bit of a shunting puzzle. This guy jumps.
This is the main difference as well between Railroads Online and Railroader is this one has predefined tracks and you unlock newer sections of track as you go, where Railroads Online you build the track yourself, so you get no choice in how all of this is laid out, but you get the challenge then of shunting.
Where's the handbrake on this? Is it one of those pipes? Oh, it is.
Yeah. Oh wait, you got the thing with the camera where you toggle the look around, don't you? Rather than hold.
Yeah.
So you don't get the right click context menu.
No, I have to press Z. Although, oh wait, it's what? Why am I getting the map up at the same time? What's going on here? Has it changed some of my inputs? Context menu. I don't know why it was bringing the map up when I pressed that. Was it just because I was looking at this?
It does it on mine as well, but I guess that's a weird bug thing.
It wasn't doing it the other day. That's why I'm thinking it must be something to do with one of the mods that you've installed. Because yesterday I could press Z and not have the map come up at all.
Weird. Z gives me actual two sizes of map window.
Yeah, it's
nice.
zooming the map window,
Yeah.
which I think is something that they've put in on obviously one of the mods. Hang on, can I look at the
I don't know if it's a mod responsible
map
thing, but-
enhancer? There we go. Yeah,
Yeah,
map key
possibly.
size Z.
Ah,
So, can I change that one to not Z? N? Let's try it. Can I assign N? Save. And then Shift Z should recenter map on player, and Control Z should make the map follow. But yeah, that's a mod thing.
ah.
There we go. Yeah. So
It's,
now I've just
it's one
got
of
that.
those. Yeah, it's one of those. It never bothered me because I never had that situation happen.
Yeah.
Because the right context menu worked for me, and I went, "Oh, that's fine."
Yeah, so you can have it so I've got it so I toggle mouse look with the right click, so I've got it there and I can click and then I've got the cursor. Or you can have it so that you've got to click and hold to have mouse look and then you've got the cursor around. It's just that because I have it on the toggle mode, I have to use Z to bring the menu up here. Alright. Oh, I see the locals.
I mean, I know like a comment is going to be, you know, why you got to have mods in the first place.
Well, yeah, that's my comment, but
The thing is though, is like there's an active player base that is wanting to make the game better, which are developing mods, which is, you know, great rather than a player base which is just saying, well, that's what it is.
yeah, it's just I don't mind mods in single player games. It's just multiplayer ones tend to, yeah, it's keeping them up to date is my issue. All right.
Right, so the front two is Appalachian Hardwoods.
Yeah. Where
What's
is
the
this?
third one going to?
Bryson Lumber and Lumber Coal and Supply. So let's see, where's that? I'm sure that's around here somewhere.
Oh, I see. It's the boxcar we got to bring back. If you look
Oh,
over where
right,
the
yeah.
polling stages,
Yeah,
there's
I
the
see, I
red
see.
labeled one. We have to do the old switcheroo. Take that one out, put that one in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're not in control of the train, are you?
I got the AI doing it.
Yeah, I was gonna just. You see, what I was gonna do was just basically decouple it and then pull the loco out. You know, the AI does it properly and all this jazz. Alright, it can go forward.
Huzzah! We have made $78.
Woo! But yeah, normally I'll start to shove a wagon and then I'll disconnect it and then pull the loco forward if I've got to do things like this loco's got to go forward to come back.
Oh yeah, I've done Dutch dropping before.
Is it a Dutch drop in that respect? I thought a Dutch drop was where you were on the front and you got rid of it to
That's a
then get
fly
on the back.
switch.
Right. Because part of me was thinking what would have been an idea would be to leave the ones that I've got to go back off on that siding as well. And then pick up the one that needs to stay. Well, pick up all of them, shove them down the track, and then move the one that needs to stay here onto a different line.
Well, I mean, I can leave you to do that if you wish.
Yeah, I mean, I can do.
I will go and see what the passenger train is currently doing.
Alright. Let's take over this.
Where are? Do.
Right, so they've got to go
We're
back.
almost at the end of the line.
So if I push them onto that line, keep these onto here, that's fine. Alright, go backwards. Brakes off. Alright, so I want to have this. Actually, they've got to move in. If I put them on that one, bring the dead ones onto here.
I would just trek on down to Appalachian Hardwood and just sort out down there first, and then you've just got one wagon to deal with later.
Yeah, I just, like the idea of just leaving the ones I'm. Instead of pushing them up and down the track, I can shove them here.
I mean, I would just leave them connected, to be honest with you. I mean, the loco's got enough wavos to move everything anyway, so.
I know, it's more, if I leave them all on, it's a lot of shunting to get the one for this area out.
I'll do that last. Go and get the Appalachian stuff done.
Yeah, but then the Appalachian stuff will end up in the middle of this lot, if I'm not careful. So if I leave that one here, all I've got to worry about is the Appalachian stuff, which is all going to get swapped around. Don't worry, I got this.
Though, at least for you, the passenger train is on the other side of the map, so you're not worrying about having to dodge it.
Mm-hmm.
And it will be a while before it comes back, because there'll be a few jobs to do while I'm down here. This is the problem I've got at the moment, is because I haven't taken hundreds of loans out and had a truckload of money, I've not been able to buy locomotives because they're very expensive things. So I only have 2.
I mean, locomotives, they pay themselves back easily, no?
I mean, at some point, what I want to do with the passenger train is I want to put a diesel loco at each end. I want to make ye old HST. Yeah, as it stands at the moment, I haven't really got the passenger numbers to need like a buttload of passenger cars yet. Oh, and don't forget to go around and oil up the bogey. It hasn't caught me out yet, but there have been times where I've just pulled rates of stuff out of interchange and gone, I wonder if there's any oil in those. It'll get me one day.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
You'll get a hot box.
Be great. So I'm gonna what? Set fire to your loco?
Well, it sets fire to the wheel set, which then causes damage to the vehicle in question. And the longer you get it going, the more damage the vehicle takes.
Oops. Don't want to go gung ho on the throttle just yet. I don't actually have a drink. Right, let's just.
You need more expensive things I can spend these silly points on. I do have almost 100,000 of them.
Neat.
I mean, it's given me the option to name a colonist.
Yeah, I haven't turned that one
Not the
off.
right game, but you know, it's the thought that counts.
Why am I seeing my character model? Oh wait,
Or
no.
is that me?
Yeah, it's you. That's fine. I was just confused. I turned around and the camera zoom had the ear of your character there, and I was really puzzled.
Well, I'm gone now.
Okay.
Whoosh. To be fair, the character model was an afterthought to me because I don't really play this in first person. I sometimes forget it exists, which is frustrating because the turntable is the only thing that seems to only be operatable in first person. There are no buttons for it, and it annoys me so much.
There we go. Oops. Get in there. Right. Yeah, let's throw caution to the window, go get a drink. Whilst the train's chugging. Oh. Oh. Hello, spine, my old friend. It's a snacky once again. Hey, we're not dead yet. Awesome.
I should hope not.
Yeah, something I'm looking forward to with Panana coming down is being able to do a bit more painting. I was going to do some this evening, but it was just too warm. I worked from home today and upstairs was just melting. But it's the only place I get a decent Wi-Fi signal, which is what I need to work. So I had a fan blowing at my feet. I had the windows open as much as I could to stop, try and cool down a little bit. But it was just like, melting. Right, actually, no. What I need to do is set that. And we need to pick these up first. Or do I put the good ones there, pick them up? If I do the goods first, then pick them up, yes, that makes more sense. Drop these off, pick them up, add them to the front, move them out, got it.
We got to the end of the line, silver, and it was like, great. Looked in the tender, no coal. And I'm just like, ooh.
Not so great.
Well, I've got 0.9 tons of coal left in the tender, so I'm quickly running off to Dillsborough's shed to put some coal in the engine. But that 3-ton tender will get me from one end of the line and back again before it needs refilling, which is not the best thing. I've also decided now to cancel the sale of the observation car I had on the end, so I'm going to just put that back on. Because why the heck not? Because yeah, to sell the rolling stock in the game, you have to literally drop it off at the interchange. I just saw it back up there, and I was just like, actually no, I'll take it back. how's it going at your end?
Yeah, not too bad. Just getting ready to drop these off. Where have you got to go? You've got to go there, you've got to go there. Right, okay, dokie. Forward. Give me full power. Oh wait, no, don't give me full power. I forgot to bleed the brakes. Now give me full power. Go! I don't know why they were generating brake when I had taken the brake pipe down. But never mind, there's a bleed option, so I did that.
Yeah, if you cut the airline while the locomotive is performing a braking action, it will leave that brake setting on those cars. So yeah, you have to then bleed the air out of them if you want them to freewheel.
I mean,
Or you plug it back into the locomotive.
but that's the thing, is I plugged it into the locomotive because there was no brake action being taken. But then when I cut the plugs, it was like it wanted to.
Did you shift click them?
Yes.
Because when you shift click them, it will close the angle cocks. So it will leave it at whatever pressure has been in the line. And even the slightest amount of pressure will put a brake application on. Not a very strong one, but a little. Air brakes are weird. Something pressure differentials.
Go on, keep rolling, keep rolling. Doo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Good old Limp Biscuit. Probably now considered retro.
Yep, definitely more of a moist cake at this moment.
I came across this Instagram video of this dude who was like filmed himself dancing to songs on the on the radio while sat in the car or whatever.
Mm.
And it was titled just like dancing to vintage tunes in the car, and it was Get Low by Flo Rida, which is, it doesn't feel that old, and I was just like, damn, is this what the youth considers vintage?
I have no idea what the song is, so probably.
I think it was something like 2005, 2007.
Oh,
It's one of
that's
those,
out of my range then.
everything's out of your range, dude.
I mean, the 80s aren't out of my range. I know they exist.
But it's like if you were watching like the Fast and the Furious films, you probably
Oh god, no.
heard that song anyway.
That'd be why I don't know it.
Yeah, I know. You're uncultured.
What do you mean uncultured? I don't watch the Fast and Furious movies. I had enough of trouble watching The Core. Oh god, that was awful.
What?
So there's a film called The Core, which is, if you have the slightest inkling of scientific knowledge, it will make your brain hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Panana loves it. It makes Biggles look like a great movie. Well, hi Panana. Timing!
Go back back to your hot bean juice, my dear.
Look, you enjoy watching it for fun. I tried watching it for fun and it hurt. I never knew movies could cause physical pain, but that one did. Or I was on the floor yelling, "Slender!" Look, slander is when you tell lies, okay?
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. Fast and Furious films, if you're a car guy, hurt. But they're still entertaining to watch. Although I will admit though that I haven't seen like the last 4 Fast and Furious films. I need. It's not that I need to. I just feel like one day I'm gonna be a glutton for punishment, sit down and watch all 10 of them in a row.
I mean, that
Even if the even if the timeline goes fucky wucky around Fast and Furious 3.
Wait, they have a timeline.
Yes. Basically, Fast and Furious 1 and 2 happens. 3
Unfortunately.
is... Yeah. Shut up. 3 is a side story, but then number 4 is a prequel film. And then it turns into alternate reality films, and then it just turns into cool action movies where cars can do anything, including go into space.
What? I mean, technically, yes, you could send a car into space. The occupant of said car probably isn't going to fare well, but a car can indeed go into space.
And it did.
Isn't the same when they got more ridiculous. In up to around 8 plus Hobbs and Shaw. There's a timeline and a plot. I mean, isn't the plot just family?
But Panana, I'm suddenly now discovering that you're a fan of the series, which surprises me, but also means that I now have extra ammunition to inflict all of the movies onto Madcap.
Why do I get a feeling there's going to be a bad movie night? Oh, I'm on the wrong side of this motherfucker.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to be a bad movie night. It might have to be like a bad movie few days, because yeah, there's 10 movies in the franchise, and I'm pretty sure a good 6 of them are over the 2-hour mark.
We can just put them on ×2 speed. You know, chipmunks away.
But I'm not too. Who the hell are you? YouTube?
Right, okay. What we're doing with this to get it the right way around, I'm probably going to shove it on one of those lines and then have to go on to the... Right, okay.
I mean, I will admit that the second film is not great, but the third film for me, you could watch that standalone and it's fine. But also, I am a sucker of drifting and Japan. My inner weebness. Ah yes, Hans' car, his bright orange Mazda RX-7.
feel the Fast and the Furious movies did to cars what K-On did to musical instruments. It made people with no clue what they were doing go out and get these cars because they'd seen it in a movie. Also, the actress from Sailor Moon live action was in Tokyo Drift. Okay. Ulterior motives, I see.
I wouldn't say that was true. I think if anything, though, because the tuning culture was big before the Fast and the Furious films, but what the films did was made normie people notice it.
Yeah, and then normally people went, "Oh, I want to do that," and they had no clue what they were doing, and they just fucked it up. It's much like, you know, musical people existed before K-On. And Christ, I was looking at getting a bloody left-hand guitar. Because I was like, oh, that'd do for a cosplay, and I could perhaps learn how to play. I don't have the dexterity to play a fracking guitar.
Well, good
Hell,
news
don't
for
have the
you
dexterity
that,
to play a bloody kazoo.
Well, good for you now that Bocce the Rock has existed, and that's about young girls playing music. But the main character is a complete and utter failure of a human being, so it'd be perfect.
Woohoo! My people are calling me. I didn't know about that. You have a. Oh, of course, it's blue. Wouldn't expect it to be anything else. And the turntable does sort of. Yeah, it does lock on. It's not as aggressive as Derail Valley, but it does line up.
It's still a pain.
It's not that bad.
Also, slight disappointment. Acoustic guitar, I'd imagine, then, is not the electric kind that you plug in.
No.
Mostly because
The acoustic's more what Yui has. It's your typical big, bulky wooden one.
well, it wasn't. It basically, I then didn't get to do the joke of does it have a pull start cord?
Oh, motherfuck. Right, okay, so I'm going to need to put that one up there, go in, grab that one, bring that out, shunt that through. Right, oh, fuck a duck. Right, okay, I got this. I know what I'm doing.
I'm glad you do.
You can get semi-acoustics. What are the acoustics you plug in? Oh, that might be a bit too fast.
I mean, that's basically just the bog standard wooden guitar with no electrical cord or whatever. No, the blue electric guitar over pull start is basically the same one that was in Fooly Cooly. That was the joke I was going for.
I suppose Fooly Cooly is also responsible for, people wanting to have guitars. I suppose it's less about playing with them in. Yeah, the thing with the left-handed guitar was I actually had a pharmacist I worked with and I mentioned, I was looking to see about doing this cosplay, and I needed to try and make up a guitar. And he was like, "Oh," he said, "if I'd have known you were after one, I said I could have sold you one. I got one of mine, but no one wants it because it's left-handed." And I was like, "You've got a left-handed guitar?" He's like, "Yeah, it's bloody weird. No one wants it." And I'm like, "I'm so tempted to buy that because that's exactly what I'm looking for." But it was like 80 quid, and I'm like, I'm only getting it for a fucking prop. I'm just not going to get my money out of it.
That has crushed many a dream of mine for cosplay shenanigans.
Ooh.
Of course, now that I said that, I'm actually like thinking it's like, just what were examples of shenanigans that you were going to do but didn't? And to be honest, I can't remember a lot now. The
I
old
can't
age is
remember a
getting
lot
to me.
anyway, but that's just old age.
Yeah, the old age is getting to me.
I used to play violin, was not very good. I mean, I used to play violin when I was in primary school. Um, I remember getting a violin when I was older. Not because I wanted the violin, I just wanted the case. I don't want to throw that switch. I want to do you at the right place. Yes, you are. So apply your handbrake. I need you to come back a bit more, actually. And then apply the brake. I can do that.
You gonna kick it?
I'm thinking, yeah, I could kick it down to there, and then ride along past, and then come back on it. Or I kick it down there and then do the opposite. Because if I stop it down there, I can get in front of it, pull it forward, and back it up. Yeah, that's a good plan. That is a good plan. Which way is my lockup facing? That way. Right. Okie dokie. Mr. Sulu, arm the torpedoes. Should I need to be here?
Today is a good day to die. Prepare the ship for ramming speed.
Oh yeah. Will do. Thank you. Let's not hit it at 30 miles an hour. Most rolling stock doesn't appreciate.
It'll buff out.
It's just this lot to go back to silver then. Right, let's... What did I do? Shift click, and then let's just make sure we oil. That's fairly well oiled. Shift click, oil, and get this done, and then I can go pull the door. Sorry there, let's get you oiled.
Oops.
I like that you only really have to do like one of the bogies.
Whoopsie.
Did
Don't
you
mind me.
bin something?
No, I didn't bin it, but I've certainly biffed it hard.
Oh. Oh, wait. Well, he's got...
That's right, it's off to interchange anyway.
This one? Yeah, it's that one. I do like, so on the bottom left corner, when something's got a handbrake on, if I apply that handbrake, you can see the little dot turns purple.
Mm.
It's a nice little thing, because otherwise I'd have been trying to pull forward then, being like, wow, these are really, really struggling. You know, grinding wheels off. Shall I just get this one heading back down to silver?
Yeah, just get it going.
I thought I'd release that handbrake, but I hadn't. Alrighty ho. Actually. Ooh, actually, how are we doing on water and coal? Coal should be okay. 2,000 gallons of water. Yeah, I can. If nothing else, I can top up when I get to our little basey area. Alright, I'll start this rolling. I'll just run off, go do the door, he says, realising that I may need to double check the points are set. Otherwise you end up with slight little, you know, mishaps. You end up driving somewhere you don't intend on going, you know, you run into people, and the neighbours complain. It's always such a shame.
You go and do that. I'm looking after it.
It's fine, it's fine. I've got it going off now anyway, so...
Make sure you set it to the AI driver just so it will manage speed limits.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm only slowly going down the main straightaway here, so I shouldn't break any speed limits. Right. BRB. Don't forget meds, folks, as well.
Just so we're all clear, folks, if it bins, it's not my fault. Okay, time to get back on a passenger train.
Turn that light on. Oh, yeah. Close that. Hey, we've not crashed yet. Woohoo. Right. Just ping the message on. And also, a really bonkers crazy thought earlier.
Oh yeah.
I was looking in. Oh yeah, I don't need to look at that. Went up to the loft to look for something, and I saw a lot of the figure boxes that I've got for a lot of things, and I'm like, you know what? Should I just fucking try and sell it all? You know.
Well, I mean, you were trying to sell a bunch anyway.
I was trying to sell a bunch of it, but now I'm just like, don't worry about stuff. Do I just say fuck it? Sell. If nothing else, it could be, if I need. Need is a odd word here, but if I need something that I want to have on shelves, I've got my Battletech stuff, and at least I can use that.
I mean, you do have to look at things and go, you know, am I happy keeping this, or can it go?
Yeah.
And if you're at that decision where it can go, then you might as well let it go. I would say definitely think on it, because you don't want to let something go and realise that you liked it after all and wanted to keep it.
Yeah.
But as a collector of anime tact as well, I fully understand your situation as well, where it's just like you have far too much tact and not enough space.
Oops.
I mean, it's kind of why I sort of like made the decision a long time ago just to stop getting the fixed post stuff. Because it was like, it's awesome, but it just sits on a shelf and it just stays in that one position and does that.
Yeah, at least with things like the Figmas and whatnot, we've got the mini rail project, we can use them on. Things like the Battletech, I've got it displayed. I've got the lights on, but I've got it displayed at the back. But I can at least take the Battletech into a game. I can use it. I can play. I can enjoy. Back at this game, looks like we're really fun. Tried a little bit, find it kind of hard to figure out. I've only done a little bit myself. I've not gone too much with the AI stuff, but Tsubasa, whose game I'm playing on, has. And they've done like really well on their game, just with like the AI drivers and such. But yeah, it's fun. It's a lot better than Railroads Online, in my opinion. Even though you don't get to lay any track, you are just stuck with what they've given you, and then you extend the track out by repairs. But at least the track's laid properly. You've got no issues with that. And my favourite part about this is the shunting puzzles.
Yes, if I may.
Go on.
This game is a train set masquerading as a simulator. And if you play games like Euro Truck Sim or the Train Simulator series, it's a nice happy ground between the
two. Because yeah, it is entirely possible for me to press that button and then realise that my camera is no longer with the logo. To drive it from this view, and then I can be like, right, I need to go over here, sort something out here, and this train will keep going, and I've got the almost the DCC control here, and it's easy enough to drive like this. Or you can set it to AI. So I've not played with AI, so I'm going to give it a whirl. So I'll go to manual AI road, and then tell it the maximum speed I want it to have is 30, and then this will run until it hits a fusee. Where's the next one that's been placed? In fact, is there a water tower at Elsa? No, there isn't. So I'm going to try and stick a fusee down. Is it shift click or control?
Control F.
Control F. Right, okay. Okay, so I'm trying out AI driving for a minute. We'll see how this goes. So I've told it I want it to run. Well, it's going in a forwards direction anyway. The maximum speed I want it to do is 30 miles an hour. And I've placed a fusee, essentially a flare in the middle of the track, that it should stop on, so I can top up on water. But I could technically go onto the local list and start dealing with, having a look at the other local there, and leave this one to do its thing. Or you could just sit back and relax and let it, if you had passenger wagons, you could sit in a passenger wagon. Unfortunately, I do not have that. So I get to reenact films. Da, 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 da. We still run really fast. Which is kind of, good in a way, because the amount of times I've fallen off the train mucking around. Whoop, what the hell happened there? I bounced! Ah! 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 Oh, no. Come back. Come back! There we go. Yep. 30 miles an hour running. That's... Get on the train. Oh, I'm here. Hang on. We figured this one out. What was it? Control 2? No, Shift 2? Shift 2. Shift 2 takes me to my player. Which then shows them hanging off the side. Oh, what's the name of the guy that did like a lot of the train movies which he did on stunts? Keaton?
Buster Keaton.
Buster Keaton.
Yeah, the thing with coupling and tracking and so forth, this game definitely simulates that well with the connecting the air brake hoses and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
once you sort of do it a couple of times, it's second nature.
Shift click is your friend.
And the saying on like from the full size railroad engineers, they normally say like a simple shunting move is 45 minutes each move. It's definitely not a speedy thing. You do have to think which way you need to go and which end you need to put the locomotive and stuff like that.
Yeah, I say it's why I liked when I took over the shunting earlier on. It was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, where I wanted to leave wagons. Yeah, sure, I could have just run with all the empty wagons on the back. But I felt leaving them where they were and then building up the train at that point, and then running around more light engine was more interesting. But it's fun to sit down and say, right, I need to get that wagon out of that siding and put this wagon in its place, but also need to move this one to there. And yesterday I was helping out on this one again, and I had a lot of shunting moves to make, and it was just fun because it was a puzzle to figure out, and it's actually made me really want to make a little shunting layout, like a little 00 gauge one, so I can make these kind of puzzles. because I found it
Want
really
me to
fun
add
to.
that to the list of the
Yeah,
seven other
yeah,
old
we'll
railways?
add that to the list. That's alright. I'll make it in N-gauge. It'll be fine. Uh,
There's two very infamous designs for shunting layouts in the model railway world. We can probably cobble up one, no problem.
But yeah, the biggest thing that I remember from when I was doing the tutorial for it was where it said if you shift click on the couplings, you do the coupling in the valves automatically. And as soon as I read that, I disregarded anything else about what I had to do. It was just shift click on them, just to make life easier.
It's one of those things where you kind of think like, why isn't that the default option?
I suppose it's more they're going for the sim route, so people would want to do that.
Mm.
But then I'm the kind of person that sits back and says, well, if you want that, you play Dero Valley. Uh, it's a shame. I do wish Dero Valley was multiplayer. Like, actually natively supported multiplayer. Because that too is a fun game. It's just, it feels very lonely. You just need, even just to have someone on the back end of your train whilst you're, careening down a cliffside.
Well, if anything, going off a recent video from a YouTuber, it's basically Bosnian Railway Simulator now.
Try and making full use of the photo mod in this.
Right, I'm leaving Sylvia. You're heading towards Sylvia. Where's the location where we're going to meet head on?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna get to. Wait, hang on. Bring that back up. Where did I start? Oh, I'm almost at Whittier, where the fuse is gonna go off, and hopefully get some water at that point. You are. Are you actually at Silver?
No, I'm coming up to Dillsborough.
Oh, you're there, right? Okay. Probably I'm gonna say about Thomas Valley, maybe. So the Thomas Valley are, is that a double line there? Yes. Barkers. But what I could do is I can get to Thomas Valley and I can just wait there if needed, or will not.
The thing is that, we are two capable humans that are able to communicate, work out exactly where we are on the railroad. It's not like doing this solo where I have two AI computers running trains that they don't know where they are. And it's sort of like...
So if the AI meets another AI coming down the track, do they just sit and stare at each other? Or do they have enough brains? Oh, poo. I was hoping they'd have enough brains to realise that, if they're on a double stretch of track and the next single stretch is occupied, to wait.
If you set them to go into one of the sides of a loop, but don't change the point at the other end, they will stop, because they stop for switches set against them. They are relatively smart, but they're also relatively dumb.
So they're relatively human. Yes. Yes, they are. So there's the fusee that I put down. So hopefully this air should go, okay, I'm here, now what? Does he stop on it?
It'll approach it slowly.
And then, yeah. So, Brutus stop for fusee. Right, okay. So, I'm going to go manual. and extinguish that, and then I can pull forward to get some water. It's a good job that has no collision. Crunch, crunch. Grrr. Just destroy the infrastructure whilst I'm at it.
Yeah, it is better practice to, stop and then drop the spout.
Where did the hatch close? Is that you?
Oh, why is the hatch closing?
Go look after your own tree. Don't think I'll need any coal. I've got 3.5 tons in here. Noodles Gaming, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Alright, so we're filled on water. Let's go. Full throttle. How's the railroad treating you? Not too bad. So I'm also learning the game. Sebastian's been playing it a lot more. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's so I've played a bit of Railroads Online and this, and so far I'm enjoying this a lot more than Railroads Online. I don't know if you ever tried that one. But yeah, this has been... It's good. I'm enjoying it as it's going. Even though it doesn't have a track building aspect as such, I'm just enjoying the fact that it's... I was saying earlier on, to me the biggest thing is the shunting puzzles. That's the most enjoyment I'm getting out of this. But yeah, it's also just relaxing. Play this game, got 100 hours in it. Okay! I take it you like it then.
I've only just started. It's been about a week.
Yeah. But you've played it for a bit though in that time. Where are you?
I'm in a tunnel.
That helps. Okay, if I gun to get to Thomas Valley, and then I'll wait for
I
you.
would suggest pulling to East Whittier coal and just load up on some coal. You will probably need it.
Okie dokie.
But yeah, so far I've been doing this game for about a week. I'm on day 11 to 12 in-game, because my play sessions are usually about one in-game day, because I play it for a couple of hours at a time. I normally do like a day's work, save it, and then play play another day,
Ooh.
another day.
Definitely a veteran, yeah. Playing it since it was first released. Nice. So overall then, what are your thoughts on how the game's gone so far, and the potential for it to I don't know, its future as such? Because I'm just very layman. I'm just like, yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy playing it. But I'm obviously no expert at any of this. To me, I like games like this because they're just chill, sit back, relax. So do stuff like Euro Truck Sim and things like that. Just games where I can sit back and chat to my friends and we just talk about random stuff. After a long day's work, it's, you know, I don't need. Oh, I'm doing the wrong brakes. You don't need brains, and that's what I like about this.
I just try and convince other friends to play the train games. Mostly because I need help.
I am the help.
I need more people to run the choo-choos. Although in this game I need more choo-choos. I only have 2.
I just say get a loan and get another one, but you know that's just me.
I'm doing good. I don't really need the loan.
I know you don't need the loan, but it's a video game, so you've not really got repercussions of getting one. How we're doing on?
My have is most of my choo-choo friends don't even know what a computer is. And also they're more acquaintances and work colleagues rather than friends.
But where are you? You still? Oh, I can get to Thomas Valley. Oh, should bring it up first. Whoops. Time to meet them friends. The problem is, a lot of them are probably people from down the track. I don't think they'd really do well on computers.
I can tolerate them as acquaintances, and that's about it.
So I also help out at a miniature railway. Work to drive actual steam trains, albeit smaller. A lot smaller.
I don't think the methods of our Lord and Saviour, the White Devil, will help me in procuring new friends.
I mean, yeah. Trains are so small, these sized. I mean, I actually think they're smaller. Oh. I don't know if I should be doing 23 miles an hour through this point.
And this is why I normally just toggle the AI drivers, because then they know the speed limits.
I mean, I'll find out. I'll let you know where it goes. Not dead. We're fine. We're fine. At the end of the day, it's not my railroad.
To be fair, you're good for about 35 on a point.
Oh, the race is now on. Who's going to get to Thomas Valley first?
So what are we saying that your lovely missus is 1/3 scale of a human?
I don't know. Are you 1/3 scale, my dear? Listen. Oh yeah, the good old Nanahaw route. Listen up, be shot. Fail to listen, be shot again. Yeah, it doesn't really work in real life.
You're 1/3 of a can of whoop-ass, does that count? So, ass.
He said that, not me. You can kill him later.
Well, I don't know. Do you want the fur to be woo, oop, or ass? Actually, no. The first word is who. So you can either be who, oops, or ass.
Hey, I just realised Stephen's not on camera, is he?
Stephen?
Yeah, Stephen.
Stephen? Apparently, the third of your whoop-ass fiance is oop. have a stuffed seagull called Steven. Oh, it's fuck. It's Steven
Steven
Seagal.
Seagal. Yeah, I did it.
You know, I love
Tesco.
and hate you at the same time.
I saw them ages back, and then the Tesco sold out of them. And then the other day I went in and they had them. And I was on the phone to Banana at the time. I was like, "I've got them back in." And she's like, "Buy it." I'm like, "I already am."
How long did it take? How did it take you longer than me to get that? Well, this is the first time I've been introduced to Steven. I was unaware Steven was a thing. Although I will say, speaking of plushy things as well, I am sort of tempted by a sad chicken nugget. A sad chicken nugget plushie.
Yeah, so I've seen them. Not in person, but you know, I know what he's talking about. It's a chicken nugget that's sad. That's it.
Give me a second. I will send a relevant video to your missus.
I mean, it's probably sad that it was once a chicken.
To Discord. Discord.
God, it was almost like it was perfectly timed.
Oh, good thing you were paying attention because I wasn't. I was looking up a sad chicken nugget plushie video. Stardew Valley board game, yay or nay? Never played Stardew Valley. Don't have a relevant Nintendo console for that. Don't know how it translates to a board game, but I do know that there is a Stardew Valley board game sat in Mad Cat's place. So I have a feeling that will be inflicted on me at some point next week.
More than likely, yes.
But I have no clue what Stardew Valley is gameplay-wise, aside from you grow crops or something.
You build a farm, run a farm, go mining in a dangerous cave, fall in love with the resident construction nutter, plot ways to get rid of her husband. That's about it, really.
But it's not the one.
Carpenter, that's the name for it. Yeah, that's close enough.
It's not the one that has the evil raccoon that you owe money to. That's the other one, isn't it?
Evil raccoon you owe money to. Can't say that rings a bell. I'm going to assume that's Animal Crossing.
That's the one. I know my Nintendos.
I'm glad you do. I have no clue. Oh yeah, Animal Crossing.
You kids today in your video games and your murder.
I mean, technically, you don't actually murder anyone in Stardew. Not even the bad guy. Tax collector Tom. I just
Trash accountant.
I was going to say Trash Panda Tom.
trying to think if there was anything board gaming related that I haven't inflicted on people yet, and I can't think of anything so far. We've done Muffin Time. I keep trying to get people to play Stop Train, and that never happens.
I mean, there'll be what, 4 of us? 5 of us if we do it when Doobie Doobie's down? Brain fart, but whoever is coming down.
Gemma? Don't think it would happen because Lie isn't that kind of board game inclined.
Then this has to change.
Not a fan of the social deduction style games, so that won't work.
Yeah, we'll find stuff.
And I think all of my other board game stuff is in the lot.
Yeah, I've got Stardew here, that I can see because it's just over there. At the moment, I haven't got any of the others down, but I know that they are upstairs.
I was tempted by the Kickstarter for the Mind Turtle game, but I have not gone for it.
Yeah, it's one of those, looking at it, it felt more like a drinking game.
It's truth or dare with consequences.
Yeah. But I was never a big fan of Truth or Dare either, so... Yeah.
I mean, I was kind of tempted when they turned around and said if they reached a certain goal, then you would have got a plushy Mind Turtle, and I was just like, what the plush? You are amazing at Truth or Dare. Missed opportunity.
Okay, so that's Parker.
It's Truth or Dare with the insanity of Muffin Time bolted onto it.
I'm sure I've got some little card games like that lying around as well.
Then again, it's the will we have time to play them, and will we have the actual spoons to play them when it comes around to it? Because probably most of the time we're just going to be sat around just like watching stuff and generally being lazy.
Probably, but I'd like to avoid that. As I said, I'm hoping to use the time to get the layout done.
And I suppose I should actually like buy the tea nuts I was going to for that. That would be helpful.
If anyone's watching and they know all the proper whistle codes and stuff like that, I am sorry, I don't. I just make the whistle make noises. I have at least 2 places I'd like to go next week if everyone's amicable. Amenable.
As long as it's not the Sodden Aquarium, I've been around that far too many times to kill. You can do that on your own.
Still got to get to Cali yet. It's alright, we can still go around.
Yes, come to our place. It has the UK's largest seawater tank or something. And I'm just like, yeah, been there, done that, got the shirt.
But we get to see Cool Whip. And Honey Mustard. And they are two raids.
But will you do the Sakana from Nicoreko?
I mean, now I know about it, yes. The only downside is we'll be doing it when all the kids are around. It'd be like, why do we do these things during school holidays?
That is also another reason why I don't want to go to the aquarium. Because we are doing it during the summer holiday time. Okay, so that was number 1 place you want to go to. Where's number 2 place?
Oh. Are they? Oh no, they're orange,
The
not red.
zoo.
Okay. But that one's red, so I'm assuming that's got to go. Right, okay, I can pick that one up.
Actually look at it first because there are different shades of red on the map.
Okay. Dartmoor Zoo.
look
It
at
has
Dillsborough?
cloud rats. I didn't realise Final Fantasy had rats.
Oh yeah, the boxcar at the Dillsborough shed can go to interchange. That is good to go. The stuff at Dillsborough itself is not.
Yeah, because that's orange. That's fine. So it's after the corner, after this junction. I'll start slowing down for that. I can't remember if we discussed what cloud rats are. I can't remember what cloud rats are.
I mean, yes, we could venture forth to Dartmoor Zoo. You know, we're gonna dox ourselves here now.
I mean, we've kind of already done that by saying where we are with the aquarium, so.
I only did a vague description of it, which I'm not even sure is true anymore, but either way. Yeah, I suppose we can trek out to there. I've never actually been to that zoo, I don't think. I've been to the other one, the more popular but now sadly suffering one. But I'm sure we can manage. Do have to find out when Gemma is coming down.
Yeah, there's another. It's further away.
It is Paynton. It's a more well-known and popular zoo. No interest from me now because they ripped up the Jungle Express train ride and that was it. Sad face.
He doesn't go to zoos for animals.
To be fair, I don't go to anywhere unless there's something of interest.
I mean, part of me was like, ooh, Picorama, and then I was like, oh god, no, kids, let's not.
I mean, we could, still.
Yeah, no.
But unfortunately, everything is going to have kids no matter what. I mean, it took you that long to realise that I like trains?
The only thing we can do is see what kiddie themed activities are going on during the week and plan away from them. I mean, yeah. But we're still gonna come across
Well,
them.
bad news for you, because if the place has a ticket price, the children will be there. And if it's a free activity, they will be there.
Come with me. Oh, I forgot to plug that one in. Probably gonna.
Yeah, the only saving grace is if the ticket price is stupidly expensive, the possible, kids lowers, because everyone can't afford to go to nice places now.
Yeah. The cost of living in England is crazy. I know I have to deal with enough of it on the phone. So none of them need to go, that's fine. I have no idea where these are going when I get to silver.
All the way to the end of the line.
Ooh, there's one at silver itself which looks red.
I think that one is still...
Still unloading, that's
Loading.
fine. Yep. Oh my giddy aunt, silver is just full of red.
Thing is, they color-coded the silver area as red, but the interchange is brighter red. But yeah, there's the interchange. It's free tracks. Just park your wagons on a track.
Okay, let's not park them on the one with stuff already on there then.
Yes, we are technically at half one in game time. We haven't slept to the new day yet, where that yard is going to get filled up with a bucket load of wagons. And the fair whack of it has got to go to the upper end of the railroad.
Yay!
But, yeah. There's a whole bunch of things to do within an hour drive of where we are. So we're not going to be too short of options. It's just obviously, the driving out there and then the driving back. It's really dependent on how much money you're willing to pay for the entrance fees for places. Like, if you want to do go-karting, we actually have a go-kart in our town. It's just, the price of go-karting. Or there's bowling, which now has a laser tag area. Has a Quasar laser tag area in the bowling alley now.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, there's bowling, there's the cinema, obviously. There's a couple of mini golf courses around. There's a sort of Victorian, like, historic area.
We call that Totnes.
No, this is older than Totnes.
Whoa, hang on, this we're older than Totnes?
Well, a thing. I vaguely recall going to it as a school field trip, and that was many years ago.
A long time
But there's
ago,
a
in a
place
galaxy
called
far, far away.
Morwellum Key. It's all like Victoriana stuff there. Obviously, driving out to places like Totnes and Paynton and all that, you do have beachfronts and other things there. Or we cross the bridge into Cornwall, where there are things around there, etc., etc. Blah blah blah. To be fair, it's one of these things where you need to grab like the map of local attractions, which you normally find in like the supermarkets and motorway rest stops, and just bring up a map of the things and go, oh, that sounds interesting, and go there. I mean, don't get me wrong, I could probably take you to many train related things, but you'll probably beat me to death with my own shoes. But that is all that I know, because it's the only thing that I have a vague interest in. Although I
Bacon,
did
eggs,
find
and
out that
cheese
there
and
is
mash. Yeah, drop the eggs, and that sounds interesting.
Although I did find that there is a private collection of military vehicles and things, which will soon be closing its doors to the public. So we may venture forth out to there to have a look at that interesting stuff. But to be fair, that's a kind of thing where I don't know if the girls would be interested in, but we'll float the option out.
Cheese and mash is grated cheese and mash. Aye. I've had stuff like that before. I'm just not an egg fan. Yeah, what I'll probably do is drop these off and then I'll call it there. I also have run the entire length of the map, but we opened up a chunk of it yesterday.
You haven't done the entire map because you haven't even gone beyond Bryson on the newest section that got unlocked. It's Bryson to Hemingway, and then we currently terminate at Alarka Junction, but the plans are already set to expand upon that.
What is that, actual game dev plans?
No, it's an actual. I've bought the milestones,
Right,
and
okay.
the wagons are coming in the next game day. $9,131. Can I buy anything? Nope, nothing.
I'm assuming they don't give a hoot if handbrakes are left on in the sidings.
Just pin one just so it doesn't roll away.
Oh yeah, I did that. I uncoupled and then shoved the handbrake on and just carried on rolling.
Yes,
Can I
the
take this
cheapest
corner at
locomotive
37?
I can get is 3,600. But it performs worse than the 10-wheeler and the Mogul that I currently have.
Yay. Let's see. Just throw it off onto that line.
If anything, I need to get some pulpwood cars so that we can feed this paperboard and tannery industry, so then it actually does something with all of these cars that we've parked here. Because yeah, they're not loading because there's no pulpwood to actually make product with.
Oh,
But I need to buy pulpwood cars, and then we have to load them and so forth.
Well, how much do they cost then?
A pulpwood car is $864.
You can get some pulpwood cars then. You got the cash for it. If that's what you need to, get the next stage going, might as well, because then you get more money that way. Right. Did you name this Sleepy?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you can change it if you want. I was just goofing around with it. It was just like, I could put a name there.
Don't even know how you change it anyway.
You open up the context menu, second tab, you hit the customize button.
Oh wait. Oh, it must be Trainmaster or higher, so yeah, I ain't got that.
Give me a sec. Employee, Madcat. Roll Trainmaster.
Woohoo!
And then yeah, you can twiddle around with things.
Oh, you can actually change the numbers as well.
Yep. You can even change what color the lettering is and the line highlight around it.
Didn't realise we actually had a line highlight around it anyway.
Should be. I'm just trying to find something to help work out what the difference is between these two pulpwood cars are. They're the same price, they take the same load, but one of them is heavier than the other. And I'm just like, why?
Different construction materials?
It's, yeah, probably. But also, it's more of the, like, why is there two different cars that cost the same but are fractionally different?
Probably historical stuff. I'm going to assume. Right. Anyway, I will wrap this up here. Oh, and we shall call it on that. Let's head into this. Oh. So a big thank you to everyone for coming along to watch. I hope you all enjoyed. Again, thank you, Nodos Gaming, for the follow. And who else do we have in? We had Chewy Becker, yes. So thank you very much for coming along. I do hope you enjoyed. I should be streaming on Wednesday, more than likely going back into Subnautica, unless something else comes up and I just think of something else. Yeah, that'll hopefully be around about 7 for that one. And yeah, I'll catch you all then. So wherever you are, wherever you are, whenever you are, it's been a pleasure having you. And until next time, toodles.